kind of like putting precise measurements in an imperfect environment, showing the lay of the land as it is, giving them kind of a blueprint of what's out there so they can design from there.
People say that it is a science and an art because there's a lot of math with the boundary calculations and stuff like that, but there is also an art form of trying to interpret old records and what original surveys were intending to do.
It is something that the founding fathers did in the beginning for the United States. It's a very old trade. If you own a home, if you drive down a road, or you use any municipality, there's a surveyor behind it.
We do boundary surveys, which is pretty self-explanatory. We'll get a call from a client. They'll say, hey, I'm putting a fence up. I need to know where my boundary lines are. ALTA surveys, which is American Land Title Association survey. It's a national standard for surveys. So if let's say somebody in California is buying property in Michigan, there's some standards that we can adhere to and do these surveys. We do topographic surveys, which is essentially mapping the surface of the earth, drainage calculations. We do construction staking. We do a little bit of work for MDOT, the Michigan Department of Transportation. There's a lot of things fall under the umbrella of surveying.
The technology is changed immensely. We went from 3-man crews with using chains and plumb bobs to 30-minute guns to measure property to what we have today with GPS and robotics and our scanning and drone technology.
Yeah, so the benefit is we can do things like have one-person crews, and we can do more volume of work. We can offer more options for our clients. We have more services. We can collect more data at one time. So it offers a lot of opportunities for us to do our job more efficiently.
Reality capture is like painting a 3D picture. It's capturing the world around us, whether that's inside or outside, and being able to manipulate, walk through it, view it, take measurements. We extract points in line work for drawings.
Taking our equipment out in the field and either via laser scanner or a drone, capturing a 3D image of a building or an interior of a building.
We've gotten more fancier equipment, which includes reality captures, so all of our scanners, all of our drones, and that even branches down into our utility locating equipment. All of that stuff is a more efficient way of obtaining information and a more accurate way of obtaining information.
They do a lot for us, and we put that on a lot of station surveys. So if you have poles going into a station that's fenced in or something, we can't technically go in there and get all that, so we have to have the scanners to go in there and get all that information.
We can gather a lot of information that we normally couldn't get, in a conventional survey method. A lot of times it's safer for our crews. We don't have to put them out in the middle of a road and fly a drone across an intersection or set up a scanner and scan. And then we're also just gathering millions of points that would take, our survey crews on a normal basis, days or weeks to complete, and we can do that in a matter of a couple hours with the technology that we have now.